Hello my dear students, I am B.S. Pandey, your physics lecturer. My dear students, here in series of standard 11th video lecture, today we are in lecture number 35 and we are studying chapter friction, that is the part of laws of motion, and today we will study a very important topic. It is angle of friction and angle of repose. We will start with the angle of repose. Okay, as we have discussed, the friction are having the three types. One, it is the static friction, which is the self-adjustable. The value of static friction increases and up to the certain limit, the maximum value it gives the limiting friction, and then kinetic friction. We will study the two topic. It is the angle of friction and angle of friction and angle of repose, and that both the quantities, that is the angle, will define for the limiting friction. Be clear my dear students, for the limiting friction. Alright, so let us start today with the particular topic, lecture number 35. The friction we will study. First we will study the topic, it is angle of repose. Okay my dear students, angle of repose. Angle of repose. We will represent this angle of repose with the theta. Alright. To understand the angle of repose, my dear students, let me explain you the one concept. Okay. To explain the angle of repose, one activity actually. So try to understand this activity, my dear student. This is horizontal surface. Alright. Now I have put this duster over this surface. Now if I will give inclination to this copy, inclination, of course there is some frictional force. The coefficient of friction will be there, the limiting coefficient of friction. Okay, after certain time it will implies a limiting coefficient of friction. Otherwise, till it start moving, there is a adjusting frictional force, that is the static friction force. But as I will increase the inclination of this copy, what will happen? After certain inclination at certain angle, this block, that is the duster, tends to move, but actually not moving, tends to move. After that it will start moving. Alright, look at here carefully. I am increasing the angle of inclination. You can see. So this is the tendency. This was the state after which it starts moving. That angle of inclination, this is the angle of inclination. Suppose at this angle the duster tending to move. So this inclination with the horizontal is known as the angle of repose. Alright, this is the angle of repose, my dear students. So we can draw here a very simple diagram to understand this. If this is the inclination with the horizontal, suppose this is angle theta. Alright, we have kept a body of mass m. Here the coefficient of friction we can study, it is the mu. We are studying here the limiting value. Now my dear students, try to write the component of forces. Alright, yes, it is 1 mg. For this theta, it is mg cos theta. Could you write, my dear students, mg cos theta? And we can break the components. Mg sin theta. Alright, this will be the normal reaction My dear students, if this body is tending to move downward, what will be the direction of frictional force on this block? This will be the direction of frictional force. Alright. Limiting frictional, actually we are considering, my dear students. Now, after acting all these forces, despite of this all forces, my dear students, this body is in rest, in equilibrium. Body is in equilibrium. So we can write here the normal will be balanced by m can be written as the mg cos theta. Am I right? Yes. Now along the x-axis, this frictional force can be written as mg sine theta, and this frictional force is nothing but the mu times n is equals to mg sine theta. Could we put the value of n from equation 1 in this equation? Yes, we can put. So we can write here the mu times n, it is mg cos theta, which is equals to mg sine theta. Mg it is cancel out. So mu is equals to sine theta over cos theta, it is tan theta, and tan and theta can be written as tan inverse mu for the limiting value. Actually, my dear students, this is nothing but the angle of repose. Remember, this is the angle of repose. Alright, this is the angle of repose. You have to understand. Now students, we will try to understand the concept of angle of friction. Alright, look at here carefully. Actually, mathematically, you will get the value of angle of repose and angle of friction as the same. Mathematical equation here as the angle of repose is tan inverse mu, and which coefficient? It is the coefficient of limiting friction. In similar way, you will get the angle of friction here. It is similar as the tan inverse mu. Okay. For this angle of friction, my dear student, try to understand again the same activity but with the change in its nature. Suppose, my dear students, now I have placed this body over this horizontal surface only. If I will apply here the external force, what will happen? Of course, if I will apply sufficient external force, it starts moving. Alright. But if I am applying gently the small external force, for example, if 1 Newton, it might be in rest, 2 Newton, it might be in rest, because it is in a static state and the static friction force is acting. Alright. But it has certain limit. In very detail, we have studied about these things. Okay. So suppose if any force I am applying so that it starts moving, there must be a maximum force of friction opposing to maintain this body in a static state, and that is the limiting friction. You have to consider that situation of the limiting friction. At that limiting friction, body is in rest but it tends to move. It about to move but actually not moving. Alright. In this case, if I am applying the external force in this direction, there will be the frictional force in this direction. Alright. And the normal force in this direction. Actually, suppose this my red marker representing the direction of frictional force due to the motion, or due to not the motion but tending towards the motion, and this is the normal reaction. Alright, this is the normal reaction. Try to look from this side. This is the normal reaction. So could we consider the resultant of these two forces? Yes, this will be the resultant, I think. Alright, so angle between this resultant and vertical axis, alright, angle between this resultant and normal reaction, that is the vertical axis, this angle for which body is in its limiting state is known as the angle of friction. You can write the definition in your own word. Okay, my dear students. Now look at here. This is the body of certain mass m. Here the weight will be mg. Rough surface, normal reaction, and due to applied force, sufficient applied force, not very much, but the sufficient applied force so that the body tends to move. It's about to move, but actually not moving. Alright. There must be a frictional force. Let me represent this frictional force using red ink. This is the frictional force. Which frictional force, my dear students? Of course, it is the limiting one. Alright. The frictional force, of course, this two value have a resultant. This is the resultant force. And what we have studied, the angle between this resultant and normal is called the angle of friction. Now this theta can be written as the angle of friction. This is the angle of friction. But remember, after this, all forces are acting over this body is in equilibrium state. Alright. It means all the forces over this axis must be zero. Remember, you don't have to break the component of this Fr to add with the N, because we have written here the Fr is the resultant of this two. If you break the component of Fr, what you will get, my dear students? You will get as Fr cos theta equals to N and Fr sin theta as Fr. What you will write? Here the component of Fr, component of resultant force Fr cos theta, it will be equals to how much? N, and Fr sin theta, you will get how much? It is Fr. Remember, this is the second equation. You can draw the conclusion from here, my dear student. We can write Fr, it is mu times N, and it is Fr sin theta. From equation 2 we can put the value of N over here. Fr sin theta is equals to mu times N, it is Fr cos theta. What is this? Fr, again I am telling you, resultant force. Alright. So this will be the cancel out, and this mu can be written as sin theta over cos theta as tan theta. Again we got the theta tan inverse mu. Alright, my dear students, tan inverse mu. So you can see again this angle of friction is same as the angle of repose, but the condition is different. Alright. So my dear students, this is the angle of friction and angle of repose concept. Now we will move towards the concept in which we will try to solve few numerical questions. Do you remember, my dear student, we have studied if you will leave a body on an inclined plane of theta inclination, what should be the acceleration on frictionless track? It was g sin theta. I hope you remember. It was g sin theta. Alright. Using that concept, you can find out how much time the body will take to move or to reach bottom of that inclined plane. Suppose if the condition is given, the inclined plane having some friction, then how you will calculate all that quantities. So look at here, acceleration on inclined plane. Alright. This is not very difficult, my dear student. Theta is the angle of inclination. We have kept the body of mass m over here. and remember this body is moving with an acceleration a that we have to find. Alright, coefficient of friction of the surface, it is mu. What we have to do? First we have to find the component. This is the mg theta, mg cos theta. This will be the normal, and it is mg sin theta, and in this direction the frictional force will act. Remember, the friction act from the bottom of the body. Bottom of the body. Now, as if this body is moving, which force is responsible to move this body? It is mg sin theta. Is there any force trying to stop this body? Yes, it is frictional force. Despite of this frictional force, body is accelerating, and that we have to find actually. Alright, so we will write this as the positive axis for considering our motion. My dear students, we can write sigma fx is equals to mass time acceleration. Am I right? Yes. For which axis? Actually for x-axis. But if we consider for the y-axis, remember the body is not moving along the y-axis. N will be equals to how much? Mg cos theta. So we can write here N equals to mg cos theta, and we will make this as equation 1. Why? Because in frictional force we require this value of N. My dear students, we can write sigma fx, it is mg sin theta minus mu N, that is the friction, it is m times a. Here mg sin theta minus mu N, it is from equation 1, mg cos theta is equals to ma. Here m cancel out. Then we have a equals to g sin theta minus mu z cos theta. Alright, now we will compare this equation. Could you analyze, my dear students, now due to the frictional coefficient, that is the roughness, whether the acceleration increases or decreases? Yes. If this mu is 0, again we will have the a equals to g sin theta. If there will be the value of mu, what will happen? The acceleration will increase or decrease? Of course it will decrease. This quantity goes to decrease. Alright, my dear students. Yes. Now you have to remember directly this result. This is the acceleration. Okay. Now let me give you some question to solve. The very simple numerical question. Okay, look at here, the question. This is the mass m and 3m. Here the coefficient of friction of the surface mu equals to 0.1, and this is 37 degree and mu is 0. Alright, you have to find acceleration, and the second you have to find tension in string. Could you solve? Yes, we have solved such type of number of questions in our lecture. Alright, so you can solve. Let me solve this question in quick manner. Here it is the tension T mg, it is 3 mg cos 37 and 3 mg sin 37. Am I right? We can write this is normal reaction. Alright, and for this body we can write mg, here the normal but there must be some friction also. Here there will be no friction. Why? Coefficient friction it is 0 and the surface is very smooth. Alright? Yes. Despite of this all, the system is moving with an acceleration a. Okay. So for this we can write, for this body we can write here 3 mg sine 37 minus t is equals to 3 ma. This will be the equation 1. And for this body what we can write? We can write t minus fr is equals to m times a. This is very clear, my dear students. The acceleration of both the block will remain same. It is not going to be changed. Be clear. Now, on this axis, my dear students, on this axis, we can write for this body, alright, for this body, we can write here the n is equals to mg directly, alright. Because in calculation, while the calculation of friction, we require this normal reaction. So we can write here the T minus mu and it is mg is equals to ma. Now let me write this as the equation 2. My dear students, as you will add these two equations, what will happen? The tensor will cancel out. You are having the value of mu as 0.1. You are having the value of m as well, g, m. So there will be the unknown value only a, and you can solve this one. Okay. Once you will get the value of a, my dear students, you will put in any equation, either in 1 or 2, you will find the value of tension as well. Alright. So you should solve this question from here by yourself, so that I can give you more question for practice. I must give homework. Let me wrap this. The homework on the basis of this question. So write down homework. This is the 2m m here the mu is equals to 0.1, m is equals to 10 kg. Again you have to find acceleration, first question, acceleration, second question, tension in a string. If m equals to how much? It is 10 kg. The first question. Second question. Second homework. This is 37 degree, 53 degree. It is m and it is 2m. Alright, let me write this, m and 2m. Okay. Now coefficient of friction I am giving the same. Mu equals to 0.1 both the side. Alright, 0.1. M is equals to 10 kg. Now, in which direction this block will move? In this direction or in this direction? Find direction of acceleration. Direction of motion, not acceleration actually. Direction of motion. And then first question you have to find acceleration, and second question you have to find tension. Alright, in first question you have to find acceleration of this system, and in second question you have to find tension in string. I hope You got this question, my dear students? Let me wrap this one. One more question. Let me solve. In next lecture, my dear student, I will solve few very interesting question of S.C. Verma as well the competitions. Alright. If one body kept above another body, if one body kept above another body and you apply a force over any one body, so how to consider the common acceleration, whether if these bodies are moving with common acceleration, and like the few more questions. Okay, look at here. The next question of today of pulley mass system. Suppose here a block is placed. Alright, a block is placed. The very interesting question, my dear student. As this block is m kg and it is 2m. M is as a 10 kg. And coefficient of friction for this surface, it is mu equals to 0.1. What you have to find? Acceleration of both the block. Both blocks, and third, tension in each string. Tension in each strings. Okay, this is the third. Sorry, this is the third homework. You have to find, and remember, you have to solve by your own self. Don't try to find out answers in any books. Okay, try to solve this type of question by yourself. Okay, and the last homework, using that concept of pseudo force. M, 2m, it is m, but now this surface is rough, 0.1, m it is 10 kg. Alright, and you have to find acceleration of both the blocks. First, acceleration of each block, and the second, tension in each strings. Tension in each string. Alright, so this is your fourth homework. My dear students, from next class we will start the questions of block, one block above another block. Alright, so this is all about today's lecture, my dear students. Thank you very much.